Hi, I'm Glenn from Gooby Modern, and in this short video, I'm going to show you how to assemble your Gooby Modern table. We have one here that's already assembled. I don't have any finish on it yet, that's why the walnut is kind of light, but it's going to look like this when it's done. And of course, your table will have finish on it. So the first thing that you want to do is take your plate and your legs, and you'll see that there's blue tape on the inside of each of these. This happens to be part of a set, so these slots are labeled D, E, F, and here is D. This is leg D, and we're going to assemble this. Assemble this upside down, like this. The one thing I want to point out before we go any further, on these legs, this part of the leg, this top flange, wing, whatever you want to call it, and this bottom wing here, they're very delicate because you can see they're thin and they can easily snap off if they're mishandled or if you put this in at an angle and kind of shimmy it. So you want to be very careful with these. Once the table's assembled, you have a screw that goes all the way through that holds everything together and it's nice and secure. But until you get the table assembled, please be very careful of these and do not over tighten the screws. So let's get back to the assembly. This is leg D, and we're going to put it in the D slot. This is leg E, and that goes in the E slot, of course. And if you're smart, you guessed it, that one's F. That goes in the F slot, just like that. And then you can lay it on a flat surface to put the screws in. Before we go any further, if you happen to put a leg in wrong, or you put it in the wrong slot, or for any reason you have to take the table apart, I want to show you a little tip. These legs on this particular table are pretty easy to just slide out. You want to make sure that you slide them straight out. Again, no angling because we don't want to snap this off. But if you happen to have a table where the leg is a little bit tighter and you can't get it out, let me show you a tip here. Hold the leg on each side like this and put your thumb on each side of this plate. Now this, as I said, this one's pretty easy. But you can just push it out like that. And sometimes, if it's one of our big tables, it even helps to kind of put it between your legs like this and put your thumb on each side. Because again, you want to pull that thing straight out. You don't want to angle it and snap that off. All right, back to the assembly. Here we go. We've got F, E, and D. Turn it over on a flat surface like a table. Make sure these are pushed in as far as they can go. Excuse me. Your screws will have wax on them. We put this candle wax on here just to make it easy to put in the holes. Doesn't matter which hole it goes in. These should all go in pretty easily too. Whatever you do, use a screwdriver and do this by hand. Do not use a drill driver. A drill driver can not only strip the holes out, and you won't be able to get the screw to grab, but it can also over tighten and snap that little wing off on the leg. We want to go just till the screw stops and then maybe give it just a little bit more of a turn. Just hand tighten. You don't want to crank that thing down. And there you go. Fully assembled table, and now it is nice and sturdy. It's not going anywhere. You don't have to worry about it. Final thing I want to point out is in your package, we've included these little silicone bumpers. You don't need to use them, so I don't put them on by default, but they're helpful if you're worried about the glass sliding around or if the glass is even just a little bit uneven. Take these bumpers, put one bumper on the top of each leg. And one final tip, if you happen to get your glass from Glass Top Direct, they also will send these bumpers with the glass. Fab Glass and Mirror does not. But you won't be able to find it because Glass Top Direct puts their bumpers in the packing slip on the outside of the box. So that's it. This is a pair of small 20-inch diameter walnut tables. Getting ready to go in the finish room. And if you have any questions, you have any problems, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Enjoy your Gooby Modern tables. Thanks.